All right, good morning, everyone. I'm going to wait just a minute while my laptop over here updates to tell me that I'm actually live. I saw I had a couple of people waiting, and let's see. And I hear audio, so I'm going to turn that off. Okay. I do apologize for the poor lighting. Generally, when I sit out here, I have a light that's right up here. And it's not turned on today. Panera has started leaving a lot of outside lights off. I'm assuming that is to save them some money. But I'm kind of tucked away in a corner outside. You can see the inside behind me. I think I have remembered to, well, in fact, looking at the screen over here, I can tell. A lot of times when I live stream from my phone, I forget to mirror the front camera, which means it looks fine on my phone, but on the screen over here, everything's backwards. So I've mirrored that, and now everything up behind me appears to be written in the right direction. Now, so quick question, Ron. I saw that you posted that I was live. Thank you very much for doing that. How is the volume and the noise cancellation? I'm sitting out here next to a pretty busy road at times, and I want to make sure that I'm not getting drowned out by passing traffic. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. I do have the live chat replay turned on, so after a while, after the live chat, after the live has streamed and it's being processed and recorded, that will be available for you to click on and see the live chat as it appears while we're talking. That's provided, of course, that we have any. And also, one of the things that I have decided to do over on the new Retired Me channel that I'm going to do here as well is that I'm not turning on monetization for live streams. So typically when the live stream was over, I would immediately go in and turn on monetization. And on the new Retired Me channel, I might get 500 or 600 views over there, and it would make me a total of like $3. And I just decided it wasn't worth that to inundate the live stream replay with a bunch of ads. Now, ads may still appear. I don't know that for sure, but I am not monetizing the live streams at all. So if you're watching this as a recorded version, you can let me know in the comments if you saw ads or how many. Portugal. Yeah, you know, Portugal is on my list. I would love to go to Portugal and Spain. I'm not sure where I would go there. You could tell me maybe the best places to go visit in Portugal, especially for photography and food. Yeah, Ron, it's Ron saying that he doesn't do monetization either. It's just, I don't know. You know, if you're looking at North and Porto, say no more. So if you're looking at stats, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the hassle. And this channel, this Life in Motion Diaries channel, anyway, is making somewhere around $15 to $20 a month. So a live stream is, it might make me 75 cents. What's the point? Now, I do have some coffee, so I'm going to enjoy some coffee while I'm talking. It's only about 48 degrees this morning, so I have 2 undershirts and my shirt on. All right, another thumbs up for Porto. Okay, I'll start looking at flights. Now, it may take a while, and the reason that it may take a while is I'm not planning any other overseas trips this year after Italy next week. or week after next, I guess. But I do have sort of semi-scheduled a 10-day cruise around the British Isles. I've got a friend of mine who is a tour guy for Carnival Cruise Lines, and they do a tour from Dover around the British Isles with several stops back to Dover. That would put me at stops in Ireland, in Scotland. I think there might be one in Wales. So it would give me a couple of things. It would give me a cruise that I've never been on. It would be short durations at sea with a lot of time on land, visiting places I've never been before. Except for Glasgow. I've been to Glasgow. So that's in August of the next year, I think. And that's kind of going to be my 69th birthday to myself. God, I'm old. I talk about my age sometimes, and I just cannot believe I am that old. Now, camping trips, those are coming. That's a definite. Those are coming. I'm just not sure where yet. So Ron and I are going to try to plan at least 1 or 2 camping trips together, do a little bike riding together, maybe some photography somewhere together. You know, I have my 50th high school reunion coming up in October, and that's in Wynne, Arkansas. I don't plan on camping in Wynne, Arkansas, but I may take a couple of days for the trip home to camp somewhere, maybe Reelfoot Lake State Park or something like that, someplace I've never been before. And I mentioned to Ron the other day that my first camping trip this year, and again, I don't know where, I just know that I want it to be a bare bones, no frills camp. So no refrigerator, no refrigerated foods. I won't be cooking. That's a lot of space left in the car. I will take my coffee stuff because I will have to make coffee, but you know, living out of tin cans, canned chili, canned beef stew, still getting, you know, maybe fruit, cut up a few vegetables, things that don't need to be refrigerated, and just kind of, you know, not worry about having to get the jet boil thing out to do like a steak or cook eggs for breakfast. Breakfast is really my biggest concern because I love eggs for breakfast and I won't be cooking them, and I can't take them hard boiled because I won't be refrigerating them. So I have to think about breakfast. Probably a fruit bowl. That's probably what it will be, is a fruit bowl. So anyway, that's sort of in the back of my mind. Again, I don't really know where I'm going with that. Ron and I are planning a trip down to Old Car City in White, Georgia. It is really roughing it for me, Ron. But, you know, one of the things that I thought about was, if I don't put the awning out, if it's just me going somewhere to sleep, then I can easily pull the car out and go to a restaurant somewhere if there's one close by and get a meal, you know, and maybe I plan around that. But yeah, we'll see. But anyway, we are planning a trip to Old Car City to do some photography. It's a 30 some odd acre, I think it's 30 acres, of nothing but junk cars with trees growing up out of the middle of them, and huge walking paths to walk around, and I've been there a couple of times. I really enjoy it. I haven't been back in a while. I don't think Ron's ever been there, so we'll go down there sometime soon, maybe April. I want to go before all of the weeds start cropping up and the mosquitoes come out and, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I have been there already, and it's really, really cool. So we check in for our Italy flight a week from today. We leave on Saturday, and we arrive on Sunday, obviously. So it's going to be a long travel. I won't talk about it much here because I have a live stream on Tuesday over on the New Retired Me channel. I'll talk about it more there. But, we have like a 4-hour layover in Atlanta. Around there are 5 of us all together. There's me, my daughter Brittany, her daughter Bug, my daughter Elise, and her husband Zach are going. So it's all adults. We have a 4-hour layover in Atlanta where we'll probably sit in a lounge somewhere. And then flight over to Italy. We get there sometime Sunday morning. We have to take a train into the Termini station. That's about a 30-minute ride. And then catch a train to Assisi. That's about a 2.5 hour ride. We have a long travel time. But we'll be in Assisi from Sunday to Wednesday afternoon, and then take the train back down to Rome, be in Rome from Wednesday to when we leave the following Sunday. And we have some things lined up during that time. I have a video coming out next Thursday to sort of talk about the Assisi part of the trip. So I won't talk about that much here. That's really, for me, that's going to be the highlight of the trip, is Assisi. None of the others have ever been there. But Elise and Zach have been to Rome. Brittany and Bug have never been to Rome. And so, we have some things lined up in Rome too. We have a food tour lined up and a tour of the Vatican museums, of course, with the Sistine Chapel, which is under renovation at the moment, so there'll be scaffolding up along the main judgment scene wall. And then, going through St. Peter's Cathedral, Basilica. I'll get it right in a minute. And then we also have, did I mention the Colosseum? We have a tour of the Colosseum scheduled. We're staying in a VRBO in Rome, and it has a balcony that looks right out over the roof of the Pantheon. So that's where we will be. And I've already scouted out some restaurants in the area, and of course some coffee places to get breakfast. And is that a carnivore food tour? No. Although there will, whoops, I just dropped a microphone. And I don't know where it went. Can you still hear me okay? Oh, there it is. It has magnets on it, so I knew it wasn't going to roll very far. This is the problem with these microphones right here and my Apple Watch, because if I get my watch too close to them, it pulls it right off my shirt. So maybe for the rest of this, I'll just take my Apple Watch off and pretend like I'm not wearing it. There we go. Much better. So no, it will not be a carnivore food tour, but like I said, there will be a lot of meat on the tour. But I'm not sure if the food tour will cover the Jewish bakery that I love so much in the Jewish quarter, Jewish ghetto. If not, we will go there on our own, because I absolutely have to have the burnt cheesecake, the burnt cherry cheesecake that they do there. Elise and Zach went to Rome, but they did not make it to that bakery, so nobody else has had that. So anyway, it's going to be an interesting trip. It's going to be a lot of fun, I hope. Normally, when I plan these trips for family, I try to plan the last 2 or 3 days kind of loosely, so that everybody has freedom to do what they want, and we don't have to be together so long that we're ready to kill each other before we come home. But this trip, we will probably be together most of the time. So we'll see if we're all still talking when we're done or not. I think we'll be okay. It saddens me greatly, and I've talked about this other places, but it saddens me greatly that my daughter Sarah is not able to go. Originally, my plan was to take Brittany, Elise, and Sarah and Bug, and make it a just a dad-daughter kind of trip. But Sarah's not able to go. And that's for various reasons. So it's a modified trip, and we'll see where we go from there. Now you might be saying, Tim, why are you doing a live stream on this channel when you're going to do a live stream on Tuesday over on the other channel? Well, first of all, because there is a really small knit group of people that watch this channel. They probably watch both channels, but they watch this channel religiously, and have been with me almost since day one of this channel, which is, what, 2.5 years ago now? Something, I don't know. I lose track of time. And the other thing is that I had 4 different videos scheduled to go out and shoot this week. And due to life circumstances, I did not get out to do any of them. So I had no video for the day. So this is my cheap way of saying, hey, here's a video y'all can watch on Friday. I'm trying to get around to making my Waffle House video. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate you being here the whole time. I've been trying to get out to do, I have in mind a video of 3 vinyl record stores here in town. And I have not been able to go out and make that yet. What else am I trying to do here? One thing that I'm trying to do for the other channel is get the first Chattanooga Eats video done. And I have a couple of places I want to go. I'd really like my first kickoff video to be Hello Monty, because that's like that's just, I don't know why, it's sort of my favorite restaurant in Chattanooga, but I really like it. And I would kind of like for that to be the kickoff video. And then Ron turned me on to a guy he found on Facebook, which in turn I found on Instagram. I think his channel is called Dad Bod Eats. And all he does, he's in Chattanooga, all he does is go around to restaurants in Chattanooga and Ooltewah and Red Bank and areas around close by and just order something and talk about it. And they're all on, vertical reels. They're not long form videos. Anyway, Ron sent me one about the best hamburgers in town, and one of them was at a place called Lo Mein. And I've been there to sample their hamburger. And I don't know that I would say it's the best in town, but by golly, it was good. So I want to go back there. Inside the restaurant, I think it might seat 10 people. It's just really, really small. There's some outdoor seating as well. So anyway, those things are on the list to get done. I don't know how much of that I will get done before I leave for Italy. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Do you have any questions for me while we're here? I've just been rattling on forever. Nobody? Okay. Well, if you think of one, put it in the chat box. So anyway, another video that I want to make as well. Somebody, how are things with the photography channel? Ron, a dagger to my heart. I have closed the photography channel. I don't post there anymore. I've turned off comments. diners are definitely part of it. And who watches Mom while you're gone? So two things. So first of all, the Chattanooga Eats sort of playlist that I want to create, and what part of Italy are you going to? I'll come back to that. Is around local food, not, I mean, I could do like J. Alexander's and Red Lobster, who cares? Local food, and there will be a lot of diners included in that. So it's kind of meant to be, if you're coming to Chattanooga to visit, here are some places you might want to think about going to eat. Here's where they're located. Here's what you can expect when you get there. And then, of course, I get to eat. As far as my mom, it's a really good question because typically when I'm gone, Elise just lives over in Cleveland. She works just 5 minutes from the house, but of course she's going to be in Rome. So her daughter, her oldest daughter, Malia, who is 20, she may be 25 now. I'll be raked over the coals by both Elise and Zach by not knowing her exact age. But anyway, she lives there, and she's going to come over and visit my mom. I've got a next door neighbor that's going to come check on her. Some people in her Sunday school class will call and check on her, and so we'll be able to kind of do that. And then, of course, I'll be checking in with her every day as well. As far as Italy, so we're going to Assisi, Italy, and the main focus of Assisi are the 4 churches that I talk about in my book. If you haven't bought my book yet, shame on you. We will go to the Basilica of St. Francis, the Basilica of St. Clare, the Basilica of St. Mary among the Angels, where the Portiacola Chapel is housed, and we will go to the Church of San Damiano. Now we have some other things we'll do while we're there as well, but those are the main focal points. And at each of those locations, my daughters and I are going to record a version of Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior. And then when I come home, I will blend all of those together, and we'll get some B-roll shots around those churches and put out a music video like we did when we were in Scotland. We haven't really practiced it yet, so we may have to practice it at the airport. Anyway, that's the plan. And then we're going to Rome. Sheila, I'm excited about the song too. I really am. And it's sort of, the theme of the song sort of fits the mood of the book. And so I think it fits in very nicely. We'll go back to Rome. Like I said, we're staying just behind the Pantheon. I want to show them the Basilica of St. Agnes in Agni, which is in the Piazza Navona. There is a French church just near there that has 3 Caravaggio paintings that I have been wanting to go see. Elise has beat me to it. She and Zach have already seen them. That's on the list. In each of the tours that I've booked, I went to Viator, and just a small plug here. Viator is accepted by Rakuten, so if you book something through Viator, you get money back from Rakuten. I always try to check for Rakuten deals before I book anything. Anyway, I went to Viator. I found a private food tour, so it will just be the food guide and the 5 of us. I have booked a private tour of Vatican museums, so that will go in before they open, and it will just be the tour guide and the 5 of us. And then I booked a private tour of the Colosseum and the Forum. And again, that's not before they open, but it will just be the tour guide and the 5 of us. Are they expensive? Yeah, they're expensive. Did I decide to spend my retirement to do something nice for my kids? Yes. I went on a food tour once in Rome and it was just me and the tour guide. That was it. Best money I ever spent. I did a tour of the Vatican museums with just me and a tour guide. Second best money I've ever spent. Because we went in, there was nobody there. We went in before they opened. We didn't see another tour anywhere. It was just me and this lady walking around. And I was like, holy crap. Why would anybody do anything different? Which is not to be confused with the Keymaster tour that I did. That was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I'll never pay for that again. So anyway, those are the things that we're doing there. The food tour will take us around Trastevere. We'll be sampling pizza and sandwiches and artichokes and other kinds of things that are Italian specialties. That's possible. Don't put it past me. We wouldn't be able to practice in the lounge. It's too busy, it's too loud, but we could find a place out in the middle of the airport to just run through it 2 or 3 times. Maybe singing on the plane, who knows? So yeah, that's the trip. Again, I'll talk a little more about that in the live stream on Tuesday that we do over on the New Retired Me channel. That'll be our monthly coffee live stream. We bumped that to 10 o'clock in the morning a few months ago. Seemed to be a more suitable time for people from different parts of the world to come in and see. And so that will be at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. So yeah, we're gearing up for all of that, and I am I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am about this trip, which means that something will probably go wrong. Yeah, exactly. I did a trip to Scotland with the family. Well, let me back up. I did a trip to London with the family first. It was all 3 of my daughters and their husbands and my oldest granddaughter, Malia. And of course, I had Sarah and Chase coming in from Florida, flying in from Florida. Had Brittany flying in from Nashville to meet in London. And we went from London immediately to Cambridge to spend a couple of days. We had a Airbnb there. And Brittany's flight out of Nashville, I've told this story before, but it's been a few years. Brittany's flight out of Nashville was first delayed, and then it was canceled. And they didn't have another flight they could put her on, her and Dave, for, 2 or 3 days. So they found another couple at the Nashville airport who was also trying to get to London. And together they rented a car and drove to Newark overnight and caught a second leg of the flight out of Newark. They were a day late getting to Cambridge, but they did show up. Sarah was also delayed, but not quite that long. I just remember sitting at a pub in Cambridge with Elise and Zach and Malia and crying my eyes out because this trip appeared to be ruined. But they all eventually got there and we had a great time. So that trip was good. So then we went to Scotland. I think everybody got there on time in Scotland. I can't really remember, but I was really worried about it. I really was. So this time, we're all flying out of the same airport on the same plane, which is, dangerous in itself, but that's what we're doing. So if we're late, we're all late. and we'll deal with it. Okay, I'm going to go refill my coffee because it's ice cold now. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sophia, yeah, let me turn the camera around. Yeah, it's, what is this, about 7 in the morning. We started at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm sitting here at Panera on their deck outside. I've got my laptop here. You can see the main road. I don't know how badly you're hearing those cars. I have a very pitiful setup for my camera. I have it setting on 3 upside down cups. I could have put it on the table, but then it's looking up at me, and you're going to see up my nose. And I try to watch videos where people are looking down at their camera talking, and I'm like, I can't do that. I just can't. It's just awful. So anyway, I have a really interesting setup. And who knows? Maybe on Tuesday I won't live stream from the house. Maybe I'll go somewhere else. No, it's my pleasure, Sophia. Just ask. You know, if it's in my power to do it, I will do it. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Viator has all kinds of tours, and I mean all over the world. The other thing that you might look at too, if you're going somewhere you've never been before, is the Atlas Obscura website that gives you really strange, sometimes spooky kind of places to visit near where you're going to be. And I have taken a driving trip to Florida where every stop I made was a stop from Atlas Obscura. And so it's just atlasobscura.com. It's not always, you're not always able to find something, but most of the time there's something that somebody has posted about where you're going. Yeah, so and another thing that I'll do too in the near future is a video on how I used AI to plan this trip, because I did use AI quite a bit. I want to make sure it worked before doing that. So we'll do a video on that as well. I know a lot of people are not big fans of AI, but for the right kind of thing, I'm a huge fan. All right, I will let you all go. We've been on here a little over 30 minutes. I see I've got 12 online here. One of them, of course, is me. So, you know, I see there are 5 thumbs up. So be sure and give this video a thumbs up before you leave. And then it should be able to stream here pretty soon. For people who have joined late, they want to go back and see the beginning. But the other thing about live streams is if you do come in late, you can always just scroll back to the beginning and watch the whole thing while we're still doing live. You know, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but sometimes that works. All right, thank you all. We will see you all probably Tuesday in the next live stream. Have a good day.